Do you think that he should hit that button to make the track switch to go from killing the 5 people to kill the 1 person? Or should he not hit that button?
Any of it affected me as a driver?
Well, hello, guys. I'm Risa Samuel. And this is Anything Goes. So you might be realizing that, we have a little extra person on set. It's the lovely Edin. Can I say your full name? Are you like Madonna or Beyonce that just have one name? Edin Chin-Hing. All right. Can you introduce yourself and what do you do? Why are you here with us vibesing?
I'm currently unemployed, but I am here to talk about things, I don't do anything, so I can't say what it is I do. I don't do anything.
Well, as far as what we think you do, we think you're an influencer. Tell us about that, Edin.
I don't think I'm an influencer. I don't, listen, I never give myself the title. Here's how it came about, right? Just like everybody else, I live my life and I post about it. Just like everybody else. Right. Some people just happen to find I am more interesting than others. So a lot of people would follow me and try to keep up with that. And eventually, gradually the name came about. But no, really and truly, I just live my life, post about it. Just like everybody else. And it came about, as opposed to people who's actually put their blood, sweat, and tears into being an influencer and making that like their main source of income. I don't do that.
You basically stumble into greatness.
Yeah, I'm not against it though. Like, I'm not saying it can't happen. It could, but right now, that's, yeah.
But you will admit though that you're in the social sphere.
Yeah. But it wasn't my intention to be like that. Yeah, it wasn't my intention.
All right. Okay. Is there any monetary value in being who you are, even though you just trip, fall, and end up famous, right? You just stumble into the fame. Is there money that is being generated from this?
Not as much as,
No big set of thing. You can't buy a house.
It could be like that, but because I don't take it that seriously, I like even sometimes when I do happen to do promotional stuff.
Right.
I don't even charge.
True?
Yeah, most of the time.
So you don't want others?
I mean, it's not that I don't want it. It's just I'm not into like it. I don't take it that seriously to be like, okay, well, I need to do this to get this amount of money, and I need to,
You don't have a posting schedule. It's like, all right, I had to release this video.
Live my life
and just post. And your life is that interesting. What do you do in your life? What does a day in the life of Edin look like?
It's not even that.
True?
Yeah, it's not that interesting.
So you just eating our cricks? And people like, oh my gosh, like.
Yes, and they want to buy cricks after.
Honestly, I actually that day I was on TikTok and I was just watching your live too. I was just like, okay, you didn't really do nothing. I was just watching it. I was like, how is Edin doing this? I am just watching. That is when you was with your friend Shane and stuff. I was just watching it live. So you have a charismatic personality. That's it. Hey, you gonna beat me up, right? Yeah. Only violence beat me up, all right? Yeah, that's fine. All right. So today, we want to ask you a few questions. We want to get your thoughts on certain things, right? In the dating world, we have people, all kind of different personalities, right? We would have, I'm sure, you've probably had at least more than one love interest come around, just say, oh, well, you didn't look cute or whatever. But it have flags, man. It have flags. It have red flags and it have green flags. And I just want you to comment, and we probably might share some of ours as well. What are some red flags? Some red flags from a guy. Anytime you see the do XYZ, nope, move on.
I think red flags have a lot to do with love languages. So as much as I myself, there's general red flags where it says, everybody would have the same view and opinion on. But for some people, because of past experiences, trauma and whatnot, they would more be prone to saying, canceling somebody immediately for something happening. So some red flags to me is, not being able to rely on you And if it says I do happen to ask for something like a favor or ask you to, do something for me, and you say yes, yes, I'll do it. Yeah, no problem. Da, 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 da. And then time come, you can't pull through. That's a huge red flag for me. That is a huge red flag for me especially because I know how much I bring to the table. I know you could depend on me for anything.
Right.
Whereas you're asking for my time, you're asking for a favor, you're asking for whether it's anything financially or whatever, I know I would come through. So when it says you don't give the same energy, it's a huge red flag for me. Huge red flag.
You don't generally think, though, that out there have some toxic people just naturally
Yeah.
dangerous.
I just was being personal there, but generally, it have hiding things. You're being sneaky, stingy as well. Like, why is it getting on like that?
But even these songs like things that you're already into the relationship with. But what about things like even before you get so deep? Maybe surface level things, maybe it's a first date or even your message and you're talking. Like for me, I know one of my red flags is hygiene. If you show up to a date and you are smelling like yesterday, that's a big no for me.
No, but you see, red flags are something as well that is like a foreshadowing of a bigger issue.
True.
I feel like hygiene is that's not a red flag. That's a definite no. Like, we ain't doing this again. We not, we ain't even getting through the date.
Okay, so I'm looking at it both ways. If in at a deeper level, I would say, and as well as the surface, something like this is a no. But that's a good point. It has red flags and it has stop signs.
And then I as a person, I don't really take on anybody to say like I would monitor or try to read you. I would have to be interested. Like you say, the problems I have and the issues I would have is when it's I'm already in it. Like I would have to actually be interested in you to read you and try to, Yeah.
All right, interested. So you just kind of go with the flow, with the natural. So if the river run dry, the river run dry.
Yeah, and then
If it going rapid.
I mean, it have certain things like if you hide on your phone, it have certain instances where it says I wouldn't even be interested in a guy, and I would ask him, I could see a phone, whether it's because mine's dead or I want something, and they'll be like, no.
So you're not for snooping through anybody.
Yeah, because
so,
especially
you're gonna kind of use this scenario and say, okay, I asked you to use your phone.
yeah.
Innocently.
And what would offend me more is if it says I know I'm not interested in you, or what it says you have in your phone, and you think I am.
Yeah.
No self-advice, because don't ever think I on that when I'm not on that.
All right, no problems.
See, I'm going through phone thing. You see that a song? If you want to lose weight, go through my phone. I will get high anxiety. I don't go through my phone.
I don't small too. I can't.
You can't afford to lose no more weight.
You should
All right.
We'll get to it.
Folks, let me let you know, you're going to see a lot of mic switching this episode. We're working on a budget for, we working,
Last minute plan. Unexpected.
right? We're working on a budget for season 2.
It was planned with
I don't like doing this.
Next year, we're going to have Bluetooth headsets. I promise you. Stay with us.
I like this too, so I might keep this.
All right. All right. So you wouldn't consider yourself a social media personality, or would you consider yourself a social media personality?
I mean, I wouldn't consider myself, but in the world out there, it don't really matter what it is I consider myself, because what it is people perceive me to be is how it is I would be treated, is how it is I would, benefit on certain things. So even if it is I myself don't see myself as a social media influencer, that don't really matter, because that's what it is in a kind of way,
I just wanted to get
as much as my intent is not to influence anybody, it happens naturally. So
What do you think is your biggest impact on people based on their, their responses and
being real.
being real? And it's true, I know you as being real. If it's one thing, you have always been real.
People who didn't even interact with me like on a large basis. Sometimes they get asked like conversations, people will speak about me, and
Yeah.
it will always be, she real, she's keep it real, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many followers do you have? I have probably like 3, but like how much do you have? By the way, you'll see her socials somewhere at some point on the screen, right here or here.
27.1K.
27.1K. Well, I don't even think I reach 1,000 on Instagram. There's Instagram or TikTok? Instagram, I don't even think. I personally don't study them things, but you have all these people looking at your life. Do you feel exposed at any point in time?
But I know the difference. You see, that's another like part of being real. Like you know how to separate your personal life from social media, and not everybody have to know. You know, I don't feel the need to post like sometimes somebody approach me the question already. You know, you don't ever post like your mother and your father and da 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 da. They don't have Instagram. Why I posting them? I post my friends because my friends have Instagram.
That's true.
Why would I post my mother and father? My mother and father don't have Instagram.
Yeah.
I would see people posting their 2-year-old cousin with this long paragraph. Happy birthday, I want the best for you. I want you to turn out to be this. Child, not seeing that.
Yeah.
I think similar.
Yeah.
Why are you doing
And there's a level of exposure that you want to protect that child against when it comes to like facing the outside world at a young age. And to me, the second reason I wouldn't do that, aside from that, that level of exposure, is that the child don't really have a choice in that matter. So why would you, kind of say, well, you don't want to be walking in the mall and somebody walk up and, oh, I see you on Instagram, you're so...
Lots of people just do like my friends or the family members that I do happen to post.
Yeah.
Well, my previous Instagram name was Moha Princess. And they would walk up to them and be like, yo, use Moha Princess, cousin, and da 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 da. And some people have social anxiety, social awkward, so that would make them uncomfortable, that would make them, feel not safe.
Okay.
Even though, their intention is not to be,
All right, Edin, I want to ask, like, what's your biggest social media related controversy? I know I don't want to start no bacchanal here, so keep it PG. But what you say is, if we have to ask you to share, what's the biggest like con or controversy or downside that you face so far living this life, through this Instagram window?
I don't take it that seriously. So even if it is, I believe a lot of people, I don't take it that seriously to study it, to say, well, this affects me. Like, even when it is, persons do happen to, speak about me, or I don't take it seriously like that.
So if somebody says, write this long thing or write a comment, you ignore it.
A lot of times, very few times, but when it did happen, it was huge. It was very impactful. Where I would be the topic on
The talk of the town.
Yeah, not necessarily on Instagram, but Twitter, Facebook.
True.
Yeah, and it was real terrible, but it would never affect me because these people don't know me.
Right.
So
You're right.
it's, you see, if it was, and the things that they are saying is just what it is they come up with in their head. So
Yeah.
if it's an instance where it is, my personal business, it really reaching the public, and it's something that I don't want people to know of, and it happened to reach in the public, and people discussing it, and then I would feel away. Then that might affect me because at the end of the day, that's something.
How would you respond to that? Okay, by not. And do you think there's some advice? Because as you say, it has people who dies the first streamer income, doing content creation, and something might go out there. What advice you would give to them? How to treat with? Is it don't respond, leave it, or should you come up with a video explaining and putting your name?
Yes, they would, because that's their entire image, that's their main source of income, that's how they make their money, so they would have to keep their reputation in check.
But you don't look at it like that. You just like, what?
This is not my entire world and life don't
Right.
revolve around it.
Right.
Revolve around it. So I wouldn't, and like
Yeah.
I say, if it was an instance where it is, my actual business and something that's actually private in my life does reach out there and people are speaking, then I would maybe feel away and think. But if it is people that don't know me,
Yeah.
I don't know, and the things that they are saying literally is nothing, of substance or of truth. I can't see myself being bothered by something like that.
All right, Edin, thanks for your perspective on that.
Oh, wait, just now. No, something just come to, right, he was asking me.
Okay.
Because it is, yeah, they would have people in situations where it is, that's their job and whatever. They would have to do that. Because they don't want people to have the wrong idea and they don't want to ignore it. Because once they ignore it, they will think, well, that's the truth. Because she have nothing to defend herself, back up the story,
All right. Noted. So,
wait, let me make sure that that's it. Yeah, I think that's it.
all right, we're moving on. All right. So, this is Anything Goes. We have some questions, psychological questions for you. All right. Now, I can't judge you based on these questions because I ain't no psychologist. All right. Well, let me say diagnose you. All right. But there's some interesting questions. And the question is, you ever hear about the trolley problem? No, that's fine. Otherwise known as should you kill the fat man? Okay? So we're going to paint a little. We'll find out why you need to kill the fat man. So, you're young, yeah. Best time ever. Sorry, there's a driver on a train, and the brakes on the train fail. Okay? And they have no way to stop the train, no way to get the train off the track, whatever. You are with this driver, and this driver is telling you, oh my God, this train is heading along on this track. And on the track before us, okay, he could only turn the track, possibly. But in front of us, we have 5 people. Right? In front of us, we have 5 people. Let me make sure I say anything correctly, yeah? Right? Right. Sorry. Yeah, in front of us, yeah. No. In front of us, we have 5 people. He could push a button.
On the tracks, on the train.
Yeah, on the trains. You know, trains have tracks and they divert.
Okay, cool.
And if we stay the course, the train gonna hit 5 people. But if he push a button, the track will switch. And the train will go off to the next side, and only one person on that side. Do you think that he should hit that button to make the track switch to go from killing the 5 people to kill the one person? Or should he not hit that button?
Any of it affecting me as a driver?
Oh my God. That is an interest. You know what I feel like that? I feel like that is a young person's perspective.
Not necessarily.
Right?
No, I just want to know, like, I'm trying to get the catch of it. Because
No.
if it's in phrase, it's on our way.
You are in this scenario.
If it's on our way, there's 5 children, and there's one. No. If it's one.
Like,
baby,
all
it's
right.
one baby. If it's
All
one
right,
baby.
like 5 children and 1 old person.
No, if it's a baby
Uh-huh.
and 5 adults, in that case, some people would have, like, different reasons. Like, what is a baby?
We want your
And then some people
view.
be like, well,
Should
5 people compared to 1 human.
we seeing 5 people over there, 1 person over here. Do you think you standing behind Casey?
Why would you kill 5 people over 1?
You not all right. So you say that you
And both after I kill them, like
you could tell him to push the button and the train will divert and hit 1 person instead of hitting the 5 people.
I just don't. I feel like I'm not getting catch at the question.
The question is straightforward.
Why would you not? Oh, just no.
So in other words,
Question.
yes.
Yes, I would kill 1 person.
Okay. Somebody who just see this part of the video be like, what?
Because then again too, right? You don't want 5 people blood on your hands.
So here's the thing. Somebody asked me a different version to that question today. They say, oh, that's your next question?
No. Let me break this one down for you. But the thing is, technically, you made Casey perform an action that killed 1 person, but the train without any action would kill 5. And that blood wasn't on your hands, the brakes failed.
So it's just like, which?
Yeah, which one? Are you the question, the crux,
I
the basis of the question, the basis of the question is kind of like, if we push that button,
I had to see what best for the situation.
so you decide that what's best for the situation is that one person had to go.
Yes.
All right, no problem.
Okay, well, I want to ask you the same question. Before I continue, what would you do?
And nobody can judge.
Well, we just try to find out. It's a general. Push that button.
So for one, to kill one.
Yeah.
Right. So somebody asked me today, similar scenario, but it's a train. The train has, say, about 300 people in it. And the brakes is going to fail anyway, but you could avoid either saving the people in the train, but you'll have to kill one person. You save the people, you kill one person, or you save one person and cause the people in the train to die. So the one person on the track somewhere, same track, similar. So I said, good. So I say, all right, well, one over 300. Okay, you'll save the people on the train, the 300 people. But then they asked me further, what if that one person is your family member or somebody that you love? I actually said that question too, right? But let's just say is your most love, like whoever you love the most is the one person. Do you save? So you see, so it's so interesting. It's so interesting that it's not only numbers. It's not quantitative necessarily. It's also qualitative. Like we put in
If it's just 5 random people or
yeah. So. And I think no matter how much answers we give now, the real test will be when you're really in a situation too.
What I say now is
I don't think I ever want to be in that situation.
Exactly.
I don't.
You will choose that. Of course, you will choose your loved one.
So for real right now, if it's the person you love the most in the world, you would kill 300 random strangers or kill that person.
And that not gonna rest on your conscience. Asking, but
So just to reiterate for your question, if this one person don't die, you all die, like 300 plus you and the person you love.
Well, I know that makes sense. You part of the 300.
Because you on that train, right?
Okay, so basically, because at this point, in that case, 300 people didn't matter. It's me or you. You know? And,
So you're all right.
It depends as well. If it's like, because it have some people, it depends. Like, if it have some people, if I had to choose, okay, for like children, I think for instance, because I really love kids, I really love babies. And I have a lot of them I hold very close to my heart. And if it's an instance like that, they would live. I would,
All right.
So I'm not a monster.
So if on the train track, in the original scenario, it was 1 child and 5 adults. Random child. The 5 adults gone.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So 5 random adults?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. 1 child and let's see 5 of your best friends.
Random child?
Ooh. Dear Lord.
It really depends because 5 are my best friends.
Yeah, 5 of your best friends.
How you want me to live 5 of them gone?
I want you all to put in the comments what you will do. Would you save the majority or the minority, or it depends on who is the majority and the minority?
It depends on the situation.
It depends. But let us know. Guys, that has been a vibe. Yeah, we vibing.
Bye-bye, everyone.
We thank you, Edin, for coming. Wow, we just want to go home and eat. All right, it has been a pleasure having you on. All right, follow her. Well, you'll see these socials at Edin. That's it?
Edin A. Chin.
Edin A. Chin. All right. Deuces.